I'm here with Jen. It's a good friend of mine. So we're gonna enjoy and explore Animal Kingdom today. So this is the land of the avatars. Right now, we're going to the avatar. But the line is just 8:20 in the morning. And yet, there's a lot of people wants to get in. Kadamo tao diri subong. Ay. Ang tawa ako, kalabas ang line. Nami, hindi siya nga rides. For sure. Grabe.
Okay, and
Arina. At least gonna cut. Dali kitchen. Hello mga ka-berks.
Morris, ang baba. Mas labo pa ni sa sunod.
We're here. In a few minutes, we're gonna get inside Avatar's flight passage. Come join us.
Bilit ko sa engineering. Oo, bilit ko. Ilang design yung traffic.
So B2.
Three. Alright guys, we're ready.
Flying on the back of this powerful animal called an ikron, or as we call it, a banshee. The way you're going to do this is by being matched to something called an avatar. They're created by blending human DNA and Navi DNA. Once we match you to an avatar, thanks to a special link chair, your mind will be able to control that avatar. Using avatars to fly this way was all figured out by my boss, Dr. Jackie Ogden. She leads our science team, which is part of the Pandora Conservation Initiative, and we're here in the Valley of Moara studying banshees and their environment. Let's watch this piece by Dr. Ogden, who runs the program.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Jackie Ogden.
Including those in my other room. Please keep your mask on at all times and follow me into the link chambers. Right this way, folks.
Attention drivers, stow your gear on the back wall and then get onto the link chair the way we showed you in the video. Then put on your flight visors. For your safety, throughout this entire experience, remain seated, lean forward, holding onto the hand grips, and supervise your children.
Para su seguridad, durante toda este...
Aray lang ano. Ano na?
French.
Ating ka man ang kumbulo.
Sa Tuli Canteen.
Let's go eat.
Makaunta na sa Tuli Canteen. Ginugutom na kami after sa ride.
Like a fruity. Slow roasted.
Chopped wood chicken.
May kanon.
May grilled beef and chicken, no combination. Bowl.
Ayaw. And dessert.
Desserts! Ang importante sa akon ini.
Rice is
cream
life.
cheese. Oo namin. Huwag ka na dyan sa isa para makapagod. So I'm in line waiting to order at Pongo Pongo. Starving. So let's eat. We're going to ride the Navi boat, blah blah.
River journey.
Oh.
Yeah, Navi River journey.
Yeah, Navi River Journey. So we're still inside Pandora, the world of Avatar. Here, we're gonna be in the Navi River Journey.
Dali-dali ka pa.
Dali mo man. Aman din sa likod mo makita mang manok.
Hindi wala ko pa mag-game. Dito sa Africa. Katuta sa Kilimanjaro Safari.
Sabi ang map ko. Ha? Ariyo ako na.
Kilimanjaro, end of the line dire. Dreamcatcher. Dreamcatcher with ano? Picture.
Kadaan na gito.
Isa sa... Ay, dire sa 20 minutes lang. Last lang 20 minutes.
We're going to Kilimanjaro Safari.
Wala man ng dahon.
Bienvenidos a Kilimanjaro Safari. Para su seguridad, permanezcan sentados y mantengan las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y cuiden a sus niños. Gracias.
If you're on the right hand side, hands on, feet, legs on the doors are sliding closed. No, you're stuck. Asante San Award. Here in Harambe we say twin day, and that means let's go. Well, Jumbo, everybody, my name is Chris, and I'll be your safari guide today. Take a look above your head, you'll see an animal spotting guide. Now, I can't guarantee we're going to see all those animals, but we do usually have some pretty good luck. Feel free to take any pictures you'd like, but I suggest you turn those cameras to an action or a sports mode because the animals, they are alive, they do move, and we cannot stop for all of them. You're going to make sure you hang on tight to those cameras and any other loose objects, because if you drop them off the side of the truck, we cannot stop to get them. I can send somebody out for them, but you're probably not getting them back in one piece. While we're out here on the reserve, we have a few rules. Rule number 1, the roads, they are not paved. It's going to be bumpy, so we ask that you stay seated at all times, even if I am stopped. Rule number 2, keep your hands and arms inside the truck at all times. A lot of the plant life here has long, sharp thorns. They will poke you. It will hurt. It will not be magical. Rule number 3, no loud noises. This includes whistling, kissing noises, screaming, "Hey, giraffe, come over here!" None of that stuff. The animals don't like it. If anything, it's just going to make them go farther away. And rule number 4, keep your face coverings all the way over your mouth, nose, and chin for the entire safari. Now, our first stop is going to be the Little Eye Tree Forest. Forest is a key word here. There are a lot of trees. The animals there are well camouflaged and quite shy, so you're going to keep your eyes in all those trees and bushes. Out there to the right, that's a no copy. I know it looks like they're wearing zebra pants, but they are not related to the zebra at all. They are actually the only known relative of the giraffe. They have the same basic skull structure as a giraffe, as well as that long prehensile tongue. If you ever have the opportunity to pet one, I highly recommend it. They are quite soft. Their coats feel almost like velvet. On the left, those are greater kudu. They are the tallest antelope in the forest. They get to be about 55 inches tall at the shoulder. They can jump 8 feet straight up in the air from a standing still position. The male kudus have horns. The females do not. Coming up ahead of us on the right side here, you'll see some reddish-brown antelope. Oh, there's one on the left, too. Those are bongos. Bongos are also known as the ghost of the forest due to the fact that they are rarely seen. You may notice how their horns angle to the back. Those actually help them to get through that thick underbrush without getting stuck. Now, both male and female bongos, they do have horns. There to the left, that's a black rhino. The black rhino is the smallest rhino on the reserve. They will only get to be about 3,000 pounds. The black rhino lives a mostly solitary life, but they will occasionally congregate together at night. They have no natural predators. The only thing in the whole world they have to worry about is people. There's a good look at that bongo there. Well, sadly, there are less than 5,000 black rhinos left in the world. They have been poached to near extinction just for their horns that are only made of keratin. That is the same thing as our hair and nails. Now, coming up here on the left, you'll see these 2 large black and white birds. Those are saddle-billed storks. They get to be about 5 feet tall. They have a wingspan of around 9 feet. They will mate for life, and the only way you can tell a male from a female is by the color of their eyes. That is brown for the males and yellow for the females. I'm gonna head on over to the Safi River. Most of the animals here, they like to hang out in and around the water. So that is where you are gonna want to keep your eyes. Down here at the bottom of the hill on the right side, there's a couple of Nile hippos. Now, usually they will spend most of their day inside of the water. That helps to protect their sensitive skin from the sun. But it's so nice outside, even the hippos are coming out and enjoying it. Now, if they wanted to, they could sleep underwater as well. They can hold their breath for about 8 minutes. When they need to take a breath, they just float to the top, take their breath, sink back down to the bottom, just like rolling over in your sleep for you and me. There's a few more behind the island on the left as well. A herd of hippo is also known as a bloat. They don't actually swim, they just walk and hop along the bottom of the riverbed. And despite the fact that they do look incredibly cute and cuddly, hippos are actually one of the most territorial animals in the entire world. So usually if you see hippos, you don't see too many other animals hanging around. The white and gray birds, those are pink-backed pelicans. No, they don't look pink now, but during mating season, the feathers on their backs, they do change colors. A group of pelicans, also known as a pod. They are one of the oldest known bird species. There's another hippo laying down there to the left as well. Hippos get to be over 5,000 pounds. They can open their mouths 180 degrees. That exposes their 18-inch long incisors. Also down there on the left, some Nile crocodile. They'll get to be about 15 to 18 feet long. That is as long as a giraffe is tall. They have very powerful jaws capable of closing with around 2,000 pounds of pressure. They hold their breath for about 2 hours under the water. Their diets do mainly consist of fish, but they will eat anything that comes down to the watering hole. Well, now it looks like we're heading over to the savannah. The savannah is going to be a little bit more open than the forest. There will be a lot less trees, a lot more grass. We should see some more animals hanging out in the open. Coming up on the right here is a baobab tree. They're oftentimes referred to as the upside down tree due to the fact that it looks like the roots are growing out of the top. They only have leaves for 3 months out of the year. They can store up to 1,000 gallons of water inside their trunks. That's where they get their other nickname, the Tree of Life. During the dry season, elephants actually go up to the baobab trees. They stab their tusks in and try and get some of that water out. Well, now we're going to head on into the savannah, and when we come around this corner, you're going to get a wonderful view of it. Here in the savannah, you may find many of your favorite animals, such as giraffe, elephants, and lions. Now, I do see some animals up ahead, so we're going to come around and get a closer look. Now, there to the right, there's a giraffe. Well, they are the tallest land animals. They're about 6 feet tall when they're born, about 18 to 20 feet tall when they're fully grown. And a herd of giraffe, also known as a tower. Also out here to the right, you'll see some Hartman's Mountain zebra. They are black with white stripes. You can tell that by the color of their muzzles. Zebras, they oftentimes will merge their herds in with other slower animals' herds. That way, if a predator comes around, they can outrun them all. A herd of zebras, also known as a dazzle. Now when they're born with their legs fully grown. The rest of their body just grows into them. Now we can tell that these are the Hartman's Mountain zebra because if you take a look at their bellies, you'll notice the stripes, they do not go all the way around. You'll also notice if you look under their necks here, you'll see they have this little extra pouch of skin there. It's called a dewlap. It helps them with blood circulation, helps to keep the animals a little bit cooler. Now if you look up here on the left, you'll see some African wild dogs. They're also known as painted dogs due to their coats. They're some of the most successful hunters on the savannah. They catch their prey about 90% of the time. African wild dogs, not hyenas. They're different. Yeah. On the savannah, we'll use them like scratching posts. Some will even hop up on top to keep an eye out for predators. See that giraffe out there to the left again as well. A giraffe will spend 16 to 20 hours every day eating. Only about 30 minutes sleeping. They don't spend those 30 minutes together either. They will actually... They're honeycomb shaped on the inside. It lets blood flow through them. Helps to keep the animals cool. Their horns only actually weigh about 5 pounds each, and both males and females. But now it looks like we'll be heading on into elephant territory. I can tell it's elephant territory because I can see some trees pushed over. The elephants, they can be a little bit rambunctious when they're playing, and oftentimes we'll just push trees over for fun. Or if they want to get to the leaves at the top of a tree. Another good sign you're treeing in elephant territory. There's some elephants. Out there to the right, those are African elephants. We can tell they are African elephants because they have the large ears. You may see them waving their ears. They are not just saying hello. It's one way they keep themselves cool. Now out there to the left, there are some mandrills. They are the largest species of monkey in Africa. Very distinguishable by their red and blue faces. There's a few more up here as well. And if we look closely, we might be able to find a little 7-month-old baby mandrill running around there. Her name is Olive, and she is adorable. Let's see if we can find her. See those elephants there to the right again as well. On the island out here to the left, there are some greater flamingo. They are the tallest species of flamingo, as well as the lightest shade of pink. They get that pink coloring from the beta carotene in the brine shrimp they eat. If you take a close look at the island they're hanging out on, you'll notice there is a hidden Mickey. Flamingos, they oftentimes stand on one leg. Not only is that a great way to take a break, it's also one way they regulate their body temperature. The whole island is just a big Mickey. A flock of flamingos, also known as a flamboyance. The only place that they can be found is on reserves like this one. Alrighty, let's look out here to the left. Let's see if we can find us some cheetahs. They blend in quite well with that vegetation, making them rather devoured. One of the few cats whose claws are always out. It helps them to keep traction while they're running. They'll also use their tail, kind of like a rudder on a boat, to change directions as well. Cheetahs do not roar. They do, however, purr quite loudly. Simba. They spend about 16 to 20 hours every day just lying around, sleeping and relaxing. You see those white rhino on the right there too. During the day, a lion sees about the same as humans. At night, their vision is 6 times better. They catch most of their prey by stalk and catch, but can reach speeds running up to 35 miles per hour if they need to. But don't worry, this truck does 8. There's another female down there as well.
It's big. See that?
They have a sandpaper-like tongue that actually lets them lick meat off the bone. Lions roar to mark their territories. Their roars can be heard up to 5 miles away. When they run, their tails do stick straight up in the air, just like Pumbaa. Now, Pumbaa is Swahili, but it's not Swahili for warthog. It actually means ostriches get to be 7 to 8 feet tall. Males get to be about 8 or 9 feet tall. The fastest thing on 2 legs. They're capable of reaching speeds up to 40 miles an hour. Some ostrich eggs on the ground here. It's those white rhino again as well. Now, rhinos, they have pretty poor vision. They can only see about 10 feet in front of them. Everything else is just a big blur. A herd of rhinos is also known as a crash. It has a little bit to do with the poor eyesight. When they get to running around, they can't see where they're going, and they oftentimes will just crash into one another. There's another ostrich here as well. Now, ostrich eggs, they're the largest eggs in the world. They weigh about 3 pounds each. It takes 24 chicken eggs to equal 1 ostrich egg, and they are strong enough that if you, me, or an ostrich were to stand
Ito, kasi na.
Pakita gilas.
Kasi nakabalo, magkakanak. Pakita gilas, no? Wala ko din music.
That's Goofy.
Oh, Chip and Dale.
That's Chip and Dale and Goofy. Expedition Everest. Tama na oh. Ano sa'yo?
Na-check na, na-check kung gusto na.
They're waving here, people. Adali ko. This is Jenny.
These are best view, ba?
Manaog na sila. So we went around.
May parrot. May snake. Snail. May snake. May snail. Snail. May owl. Ang owl namin actually.
Hindi na, dalit lang pala.
Ito sa gilid. Ang owl.
Oh, this time it's Daisy, Donald. See, it's Daisy, Donald. Are they dying?
Ah, ito sila oh.
Oh yeah, they're sleeping.
Sunbathing.
Strike. Huh?